A $300,000 investment in Highway 7 is anticipated to begin in a week's time. This was disclosed during a walkthrough along the South Coast this morning by Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Transport, Works and Water Resources, Santia Bradshaw. She says an overlay on a section of Highway 7 is to be done.
Because we recognize that there has been significant inconvenience to Barbadians and to tourists for the last few years as it relates to this particular road. There are a number of potholes, there are a number of patchy areas, particularly where we are standing now. I think between the area by Tiki Bar all the way down to the area Tapas, which I think is perhaps the worst part of Highway 7. And we're trying to address those to give the road the proper seal that is necessary, that if we get heavy rains again, hopefully it will at least hold up as opposed to continuing to deteriorate over the next few months.
While the entire Highway 7 will be done eventually, only this section will be completed in this phase.
I want to make it clear the entire road of Highway 7 is not being done, but we have identified with the technical team the very specific areas which are the roughest and the ones which I think are very problematic in terms of the potholes. We've had a lot of rains recently, and it's not just Highway 7, but across the entire country, where we have had a lot of deterioration or further deterioration of our roads. And I know that the public is quite upset about the number of potholes that have arisen over the course of the last few days in particular as a result of that flooding.
When questioned on the quality of materials used on roads in Barbados generally, Acting Prime Minister Bradshaw said the selection was based on a number of factors.
Recently on the highway, we were able to use granite. We've used the basalt as well. So they have experimented with different mixes, different types of stone, depending on the type of area and the surface and the amount of traffic that is on those roads. Then that will determine the type of materials that are actually used. Are we satisfied with the works? I think that generally there is room for improvement. I think from MTW's end, there needs to be greater supervision of the contractors to ensure that the quality of the work is to a standard that is acceptable not only to the ministry but also to the people of Barbados.
Phase 1 of the work on Highway 7 is to be completed by month end. Krystal Hoyte, CBC News.